Said in church the other day, man, how I felt convicted. Cause the only thing on my mind is how I wish that I was out there fishing. I'd rather been on the water with a cold one in my hand, watching that bobber while working on my tan. But I guess that wasn't God's plan. Later that evening, a guy cut me off in traffic and flipped me the bird. So I cut him on myself and exchanged me a couple words. I know, but God's still working on me. I'm a hell of a lot better, but not where I need to be. I say God's still working on me. I always pull hard, but know that he'll never leave. I'm a filthy, no good sinner saved by grace. I like a little bit of worship and some joy straight. I was blind, but now I see that God's still working on me. Still working on me. I never said I'm perfect, and I'm sorry that I'll never be. But I'm a God-fearing man, and I know who it is God wants me to be. So I try to do better each and every single day, but it seems like the devil always gets in the way. But I mean, what can I say? God willing, tomorrow is another day. God's still working on me. I'm a hell of a lot better, but not where I need to be. I say God's still working on me. I always pull hard, but know that he'll never leave. I'm a filthy, no good, still saved by grace. I like a little bit of worship and some joy straight. I was behind, but now I see that God's still working on me. God's still working on me. I cuss a little bit when the game's on TV. When my team's down by 10, with only a minute left to play. God's still working on me. I'm a hell of a lot better, but not where I need to be. I say God's still working on me. I always pull hard, but know that he'll never leave. I'm a filthy, no good sinner saved by grace. I like a little bit of worship and some joy straight. I was blind, but now I see that God's still working on me. God's still working on me.
What up, man?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. Well, first off, guys, welcome back. We're here with a man of many talents, Mr. Kendall Tucker. You want to tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, my name is Kendall Tucker. I've been doing music for about 12 years now. People ask me all the time what genre it is, and I'm still trying to figure that out because I've got a little bit of rap, rock, country, and my newer stuff coming out is more country. But I'm a Florida boy. Hit the hat. But I'm a Florida boy. I do music. I'm a Christian. I'm a family man, and yeah, that's about it.
Speaking of Christians, I seen where you interviewed Granger Smith.
I did, yeah.
How was that sitting down with him, talking to him? How did all that come about?
Man, I'm trying to remember how Granger's a friend of mine. I'm trying to remember how we got connected. I think it was through his manager. We're talking a few years back, and then when I wanted to do a few interviews with some people, and I still got some more interviews coming, but I just shot Granger a text and asked him if he'd be my first guest, and he said, "Yeah, I'd love to." I've always been a fan of Granger. I've got a lot of respect for him, and I always wanted to play a show with him, and then he hung up the music to pursue full-time ministry, but It was awesome, dude. He's such a good guy. He's the real deal. So yeah, shout out to Granger and his whole team. Awesome people.
Yeah, I was just watching that interview about 30 minutes ago
Oh yeah.
before you came on here. I watched a little bit of it the other day, but yeah. Uh, well, I seen that you have a song with my boy Smo.
Oh yeah.
How did that come about? Like,
You know, I think when it comes to features and when it comes to working with people, I tell artists all the time, it's all about relationship in the music. Like, it's a funny story. When I started, you know, we won't go all the way back, but when I discovered country rap and I started doing more of the country rap stuff, I discovered people like Big Smo, which was Big Smo at the time, and I would reach out to these people and I didn't have any like relationship with them. I just hit them up on Instagram, hit them up on Facebook, and just hopefully they'll contact me back. And I don't think I ever told Smo this actually, but I hit up Smo. This was years ago. I hit up Smo and asked him, "Hey, bro, much respect. How much for a feature?" And he gave me a price. I can't remember what the price was. And at the time, you know, I'm newlywed working. I'm trying to do the music thing while working a full-time job. I didn't have the funds. And I said, you know what, bro? I respect it. And one day we'll work together. But I don't have the money right now, but I'm gonna work on getting it together. Well, he said, all right, no worries, man. Let me know how I can help and da da da. Well, then I heard Big Smo was coming to my town, Ocala, Florida. And I was like, bro, I gotta, get over there and meet him in person and hang out with him. And I actually sat down with him and I interviewed him. I asked if I could interview him, and he said, "Yeah, man, let's do it." So I sat down, interviewed him, talked to him. We built that relationship. And that night, I said, "Bro, I got the song I'd love for you to check out." He said, "Let me hear it." And I played it for him. And he's like, "Hell yeah, bro." He said, "Send that to me, and when I get home, I'm gonna jump on it." And just out of love, did the verse, sent it to me, and then a couple months later, I went up to Nashville, or went up to Shelbyville, or where, I forgot what city he lives in. It's right outside Nashville, but um,
Unionville?
Unionville, that's where it's at. Yeah, I went up to his house and we shot the video at his house, and I was just texting him 4 or 5 days ago, just saying what's up and hope all is well, and he's doing really well for himself, man. I'm super proud of him, super excited for what he's accomplished. It's awesome.
Uh, yeah, he was nice enough to sit down with me and come on my, I think, I don't know what episode, but he was nice enough for me to interview him, and he seemed like a genuine guy. Like, first
Yeah,
30 minutes of the interview, all he did was talk about God.
yeah, man, and I've noticed that over the past year and a half how he's really changed put his focus on health and his relationship with God, and it's just awesome. Like I've got nothing but respect for that man. He's a real deal, and I've been to his house I think 2 or 3 times now, and every time he opens his doors and we sit down and we just have a great conversation, and he's a great guy, man. Nothing but love. Shout out to Smo.
Well, I this will be the last one I ask about a feature. I seen your biggest feature on your channel is Jelly Roll. Now, he's pretty famous when you did that song. I don't know how old that song is, but
2 years old.
how did that come about?
So I actually wrote that song. Me and my buddy Randy Fouché. I wanted to pitch a song to Jelly Roll. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So we went to the studio and I said, let's write a song that I think Jelly Roll would like. So we wrote that song to pitch to Jelly Roll. Now I didn't know how I was going to do it at the time. Well, I'm friends with an artist named Haystack. You know who Haystack is?
Yeah, he's a legend in the game.
Yeah, he's a legend out of Nashville. Well, him and Jelly Roll, he discovered Jelly Roll. He came up with Jelly Roll. They got projects together, and they used to be good buds. Well, I called Haystack. Haystack's a buddy of mine. I said, bro, you still talk to Jelly? And he's like, we don't really talk too much anymore. But he said, my buddy, this guy named Kentucky Boy, he's a event promoter, a manager. He said, I think he's still connected with Jelly. He talks to Jelly. So Haystack connected me with this guy. And I talked to him and I sent him the song. He's like, "Yeah, man, I think we can get this thing done." And I was like, at first I didn't know if I believed him. I'm not gonna lie. Jelly Roll was blowing up, and I was like, man, I don't know if this is true or not. And I told Kentucky Boy I didn't believe him at first. So I sent the song. He said, man, just send me the song. I sent him the song, and about a week later, I get a DM on Instagram from Jelly Roll, and he said, "Hey, Bubba, I heard the song. It's awesome. Let's do it." So, and 48 hours later, I had his verse sent to me. So
That's
I
crazy.
didn't get to work in the studio with Jelly. I haven't met Jelly in person. We've talked over the phone, and obviously business wise, we've talked about the release and everything. And then when I got the Jelly Roll feature, I contacted State of Mind, the rock band that's on the song, and they're like, "Dude, we would love to do the song." And they actually helped reproduce the song, made it even harder, made it even better. And yeah, we dropped it, and I think it went number 3 on iTunes charts for rock music. We came in at number 3 on the charts, and it was just a great experience, man. Shout out to Jelly Roll, much love for him, and also congratulations to him on all his health journey and all the weight he's lost. But yes, shout out to State of Mind and Jelly Roll. That's definitely, that song has done a lot for me in my career, and I couldn't be more grateful. So shout out to those guys.
Well, I seen where God's Still Working on Me is one of your most viewed songs on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that?
Man, I've got a good story for that. So, um, I've never considered myself a singer much. I've always considered myself more of a rapper, but I put that song out there because I just wanted to do something that kind of reflect my relationship with God, and how I felt about it. And I've always been public about how I am a Christian, and I take that very serious in my life. But just because I say I'm a Christian doesn't mean I'm perfect. It just means I know I need someone bigger than myself, and God's always constantly working on me. So I wanted to put that song out there, but I wasn't expecting it to do much, right? So I dropped that song. It's online for probably 2 years and did absolutely nothing. That music video did nothing. I shouldn't say nothing. It had like 8,000 views, not in the millions.
Yeah.
So it had like 8,000 views, and over a couple years, right? Well, I'm at band rehearsal with my band, and we're getting ready for some big shows, and we always play that song live. But if you ever see my live show, it's very rock, it's very upbeat, high energy. And when we do God's Still Working on Me, it kind of brings it down like this a little bit, right? So my band was just like, man, we should cut this song from the set so we keep the energy up the whole time. And I was like, I don't know, man. It's that one song in my set, because I don't necessarily do Christian music, but it's that one song in my set where I tell the crowd, I am a Christian, and all this stuff. So I was like, I promised God a long time ago, if He gave me a platform, I'd always mention His name on stage. I'd always give Him glory on stage. So I said, I don't know if I'm going to cut it. Let me think about it. So I said that at band rehearsal that night, right? It had 8,000 views. After being online for 2 years, not pushing money, no promotion, nothing, I went to bed that night. I woke up and it had 400,000 views and counting. Went from 8,000 to 400,000 overnight. And I had hundreds of comments, and I had thousands of views. It went from 400 to 600 to 800 to 900, and now we're over 1 million. I don't know what we're at now. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I said, all right, God, I get it. You don't want this cut from the set. So I called my band. I said, this song ain't going nowhere for a while until we can replace it with another Jesus song. So it was pretty crazy how that happened overnight.
How does that feel to have a song with millions of views and that many comments?
Man, it feels pretty good. I mean, it's we put our blood, sweat, and tears into this music, and it's not easy. It's not. The music industry is a rough industry, man. It's a lot of times you feel like you put a lot of work into something and it doesn't get the recognition that you hope it does. And
I
out of
feel this.
all my songs, yeah,
Sorry
you
to
know how it
interrupt you.
is. you know how it is interviewing people and stuff, and you're like, man, it's not getting the love I hope it would get. I put a lot of time and energy into these questions, and connecting with people, and there's just a lot of time and energy that goes into it. So to have something get recognition, and even better to be about God, it's been awesome. Reading all the comments and the DMs I've gotten from people talking about how the song touched them, it's meant a lot.
Yeah, I was like, uh, I was thinking that the interview wasn't gonna happen when I was like, hopefully he'll text me back. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
because
glad I
I
seen your
told you
message, man.
my Instagram got suspended for some reason, and
Yeah, that sucks.
I said I'm just gonna message him, uh, and hopefully he answers. Uh, I just feel like that was God right there,
Yeah,
like him saying that it needs to happen.
yeah. Amen. No, it 100% could be, and I'm glad. I mean, I hope you get it back, but I'm glad we could still connect.
Uh, is there anybody in the country rap lane or any other genres that you look forward to working with in the future?
Oh man, I love collaborating. I love working with people like Big Smo and Dusty Lee and Jelly Roll, and um, I worked with Craig Campbell on a couple songs, which was awesome because Craig Campbell is one of my favorite country singers of all time. So to put out a couple songs with Craig Campbell was pretty awesome. But I love collaborating with artists, and I love all genres. So, I grew up in the country listening to rap music. So my dad, he sang country music in his earlier years. So I grew up listening to country music when I was in the car with my parents and listening to rap when I was driving. So my influences, go from Eminem to Randy Travis to Limp Bizkit to, all over the place. So when it comes to collaborating and working with people, man, I'm just down to work. I know all my new music I have coming out, which I haven't really talked about yet. So I mean, a little bit, but not on interviews. Is it's all produced by Aaron Gillespie, who is the drummer and singer for the rock band Under Oath. And Under Oath was a really big rock band. I mean, they're still killing it right now. But to be able to work with him is awesome. So it's kind of like the new sound I'm going for is kind of like a country Limp Biscuit. So it's different,
Yeah,
but I think people will dig it. So um as far as country rap goes, I've Struggle Jennings. I've shot him a few texts. We talked back and forth. I think it'd be cool to do something with Struggle.
bro,
And
he's a dope artist.
Yeah, and then like I've texted Demon Jones a few times. We've done a lot of shows together, and we've talked about collabing. And he just says, when the time's right, we'll get us one. So I see myself working with Demon and Struggle in the future when it comes to the country rap world.
Bruh, yeah, I'm gonna say the way you're going now, your name's probably gonna be pretty big in the future. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be as big as Jelly Roll or something, but
I'm okay with not being as big as Jelly Roll.
I look forward to seeing what you got coming. I look forward to seeing you succeed, and look forward to seeing more music.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Means a lot.
What? Sorry.
No, you're good. I just said
Uh,
it means a lot.
what got you into music? Like, what got you to start singing?
So it's funny. I my best friend growing up, his name's Davis Dawkins, and he used to play around and rap, just nothing big, but just messing around, never even recording. But he used to sing a lot too, and he just loved music. Well, he's been my best friend since elementary school, and when I was in, I think ninth or 10th grade, I think I was in 10th grade, he said, "Bro, we should rap." And I said, "Bro, I'm white. I don't rap. Like I'm no Eminem. Like I that's was my first thought." And he said, "I'll write your lyrics for you. Let's do a couple songs." And I was like, "All right, if you're gonna write the lyrics, I don't know how to write a rap song." So we cleared off the we cleared out the clothes from my closet, and we had a Guitar Hero mic, and we plugged the Guitar Hero mic into the laptop, and that was our first couple songs we did. And after he wrote a couple songs, I said, I think I could write my own songs, which I look back now and they weren't very good. They suck pretty bad, but I thought they were dope at the time. So that's kind of how I got my start. And I got my start in Christian rap. Actually, we were called the Crossbearers, and we would go around to youth groups in public schools, and Davis would give a testimony. We would talk, and then we would rap for these youth groups, and then I went. That's why still to this day, I keep my music clean for the most part, and still focus on it that way. But um, yeah, and then I gradually, doing rap shows. I've opened up for Lil Wayne, T-Pain, Trick Daddy, Plies, Boosie, Yin Yang Twins. I mean, Soldier Boy. I've opened up for a lot of rappers, and then I discovered the country rap lane. I said, well, this is where I fit more. And then I opened up for Colt Ford a couple times, and we worked together. And then I found, a home in country rap. So that's when I started doing country rap, and then my career started to, kind of go up from there.
I love Sunset Drip.
Oh,
Like
thanks, man.
that song, like it's different. It's something from me listening to Colt Ford. It's something that it sounds like something Colt Ford wouldn't be on.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
me,
I agree with that.
like
Yeah, it's definitely different. And shout out to Colt, man. Colt, that's like I could call Colt right now, and I know he'd answer. Like that's just how Colt is. Like I love that guy to death, and I'm glad God decided to keep him around a little bit
I'm
longer after his
talking,
heart attacks.
I'm talking to Average Joe Entertainment. I'm working on trying to get him up here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Colt's a good guy.
Well, I was talking to Average Joe Entertainment, but
On your last Instagram.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully I get it back.
Well, keep grinding, man. I'm sure Colt would love to jump on here with you.
Yeah, I really do. I can't thank you enough for coming up here and sitting down with me to
Hmm.
being that you take time out of your day to come up here and sit down and listen to me ask you questions really means a lot to me because I know you have a family and a wife and kids. Like, I really do appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I'm for supporting anyone that's trying to do something, and if you're good people and you're trying to get something off the ground, I'll do what I can I'll do whatever I can to support. And you were consistent, and I felt bad because you hit me up a few times, and I'm like, I don't want him to think I'm dragging him. Like I want to do this for him. It was just bad timing, but
Yeah,
now it worked out. So I'm glad it worked out.
because I know this has been in the works for a while.
Yeah, I think
Like,
what you hit me up before Thanksgiving, I think,
yeah,
or around that time, Thanksgiving, and then
and
I was like,
you were like, I'm in studio right now. Like, hit me back up after New Year's or something like that.
yeah, and
I
it
was like,
worked out, man.
okay. I said, you don't
So
have to tell me but once.
if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. It just got to be the right time. You know what I mean?
Oh, what can we expect to see from you in this feature? We got another album coming. Any
Mhm.
singles dropping?
So what I was planning on doing with this new music I'm doing with Aaron Gillespie, I was planning on dropping an EP, right? 5-track EP. I think it's switched. I think what we're gonna do is I recorded 5 songs with him in Nashville a couple months ago. I think I'm gonna drop those 5 songs as singles instead of an EP. And then this summer I plan on recording 5 more with him. And then we're gonna put out an album, put that 5 new songs with the 5 ones I dropped this year, and make a 10, 11 track album. So that's kind of the goal for right now. I'm really trying to push these new singles and get them out there. I'm going, I don't know the exact dates yet, but this summer I've got like 15 dates in Europe and UK. I'm doing a tour over
Yeah.
there. So trying to get this new music out for that tour. So yeah, just dropping new music, and I'm trying to get more active on my social media because I'm not a social media guy. I can't stand social media. I just have it because I know I need it. And so I've been trying to drop more reels with some new songs, like clips of new songs, snippets, because I know it's needed. So I'll be dropping a lot of snippets here and there, and then releasing the first new single off the album probably within the next 6 weeks.
Also, I want to say shout out to Drew Baldridge. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
I messaged him 2 or 3 days ago, and he messaged me right back.
Oh yeah, Drew's a good guy, man. I've texted him a few times. I have his number, but we've never worked together. See him in Nashville once, but we've never worked together on anything yet. But I've shot him songs back and forth, and he's given me feedback and stuff. He's good people.
Yeah, I sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, I love that song, Tough People." Like that song, being that he went from independent and then went on the radio,
Oh
because
yeah.
a lot of independent people does not make a song on the radio
Well,
without a
he took a
deal.
risk. He took a risk, and the risk paid off. I mean, I forgot how much he said he put, but he put a lot of money into putting his single on radio. Like, and I can't remember how much it was, but I want to say it was close to $1 million, like a $500,000 to $1 million. And if it didn't work out, then I don't know what he was going to do, but it worked out, and he took the risk, and good for him, man. It worked out, and he's killing it.
I seen that you worked with Hosier
Yeah.
and Dusty Lee on the same track.
No, they weren't on the same
No,
track. Dusty
no,
Lee
they
was
weren't.
on. I did a song with Dusty Lee, and then
Sorry.
I did a song with Hosier and Bubba Sparks.
Oh yeah, Hosier and Bubba Sparks. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
No, you're good.
I'm supposed to be a professional at that.
Nah, you're good. At least you got the
Uh,
names right. I've worked with all three names.
Wasn't it Country Boys?
Yeah.
How was it working with Hosier and Bubba Sparks, another legend in the game? Like
It was dope.
how did that track come about? Like
Um, Bubba. I met Bubba. I did a couple shows with Bubba, and so that's kind of how I met Bubba. We talked. I sent him the song. He jumped on it. Hosier, I've never met Hosier, but obviously I have his number. We've texted, but I sent him the song and said, "Hey, bro, I got a song with Bubba Sparks. I think you'd sound dope on." And I kid you not, I sent Hosier that song, and he didn't respond. And then 30 minutes later, he sent his verse. That was his response.
wow, did he
So
even listen to the song?
yeah, I mean, he recorded to the song. So what he did was he opened the song up, heard it, was like, "Oh, this is dope." And I guess he was in the studio and he wrote and recorded the verse. It was the quickest feature I've ever gotten back. And instead of saying, "Yeah, man, that's dope, I'd like to do it," he just sent his verse and said, "Here you go, bud." And I was like, "Bro, what?" Like, it was that fast. It was the fastest feature I've ever seen.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, shout out to Hosier for that. And then Bubba, that's my boy. So, I actually throw my annual hometown show every year here in Ocala because I only play back home once a year. And I haven't announced the lineup this year. Um, Last year we had about 2,400 people come out. I had Kid G, Colt Ford, Taylor Holder, Rare Breed, Kingery.
Bruh,
I
Kid
had a lot of
G.
people. And then this year, I haven't announced the lineup yet, but I will say Bubba Sparks is coming. He's going to come play the hometown show. So that is one name out there that I haven't announced yet. Exclusive on your interview.
Bro, so you've been around a lot of big artists, like Kid G, like he's out here doing something.
Yeah, man. Gabe's my boy. He's good people. He came out, showed love, came to the hometown show, and then we hung out after the hometown show. And then when I was just in Nashville a couple months ago, I ran into him. We hung out for a little bit at the bar. But yeah, he's good people. Shout out to Kid. He just had another baby. So shout out to
I'm
now he's a
trying to
daddy at two.
I've done DM'd him so many times. I'm trying to get him up here like
Oh, he's horrible with his phone, bro. Kid is the worst person with a phone I've ever seen in my life. Like, he showed me his phone one time, and he had like 687 missed or unread text messages, and he had like 1,200 missed calls. And then he showed me his social media, and it was like 36,000 unread messages. Like he just,
Dang.
it's funny because he's young. You would think, younger generation would be better on their phone, but he hates his
Yeah.
phone. He hates his phone.
Huh.
So if you don't get a message, it's not that he's ignoring you. It's because he's ignoring the entire world. He don't play on his phone at all.
Bruh. Yeah, I'm trying to find a management thing so I can get through his manage.
I'll send you his
Yeah.
manager's Instagram, and you can reach out to him on there and see if his manager, he'll probably hit you back on his Instagram. But I'm trying to think of his name off top of my hand. I've hung out with him a few times. I'll send you his manager's Instagram. You can shoot him a message and see if he can
Uh,
make the connection.
and I've talked Hosier. He seems like a good guy. Uh, I've talked to him a few times. Like when DM'd you, I wasn't really expecting you to respond. I don't
Mhm.
expect no artist to respond. I'm like, a lot of them don't respond.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a numbers game, man. You gotta you want to do 5 interviews, send out 100 messages, and then you can get. I tell artists when artists come to me all the time and ask me how I get booking gigs, and I tell them in the beginning I would see, my first tour I did 6 states, 7 venues, 6 states, and everyone's like, "How'd you do that as an artist that's just coming up, man? How'd you do it?" And I told them what they didn't see is I DM'd or I called or I emailed 300 venues and I got 7. But what artists don't know is it's the grind. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep, and what people don't see behind the scenes is I messaged 300 and only got 7. But that next year, I know I guaranteed that 7, and now I just got to work on getting 7 more, and then I'm guaranteed 14. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when it comes to getting interviews, man, I just encourage you to keep messaging people, being consistent, and it might take 100 messages to get 5, but then those are 5 you got, and then concentrate on 5 more. You know what I mean?
Well, I know you said you don't read a lot of those like request messages or
Yeah.
whatever. What made you read the one I sent you?
You're I think the notification came up on my phone that I got a request, which I don't always get notifications for the requests. I have like hundreds of requests in there from, I mean, some of them are spam. I don't just ignore people. I'm not I'm not big enough right now where I'm getting 1,000 messages a day where I'm like I physically can't sit here and read all these messages. So so I try to read every message I can from people, but sometimes when the messages go to the request folder, they get overlooked. But I don't know. I think a notification popped up, and I recognized your name, and it said your account got deleted, and I was like, oh, okay. And plus, I was looking for your message too on Instagram for the interview today and any information or whatnot.
Yeah, bruh. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what happened because
It just
I was
suspended.
on it. I was on it yesterday, and I got on it this morning to actually tell you like what I was planning on going to do, and it said your account has been suspended.
And it said for what?
I didn't read what it said for. Like, I've been through probably 3 accounts since I've been on social media,
Oh wow.
but like it made me want to reach out to Instagram and be like, hey, I gotta have my Instagram.
Yeah, I
Like,
would send him a message, man. You put a lot of work into that Instagram.
yeah, like I've done built up so many Instagrams.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Social media is annoying, man.
yeah, because like you said, I probably DM 30 artists a day. Uh, from underground artists to up top artists. Like, I take a risk interviewing, take a risk, take a risk reaching out to bigger artists because like they probably get thousands of messages a day.
Yeah, it's harder for those people to see the messages.
Well, I do want to say before I play this song as the outro song. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing what you got in the future, and I look forward to reacting to some of your songs because I don't know if you know I'm a reactor too.
Oh,
I
dope.
react to music.
Hey, reactors really help us artists. So shout out to all the reactors out there. We need y'all to help push the song. So yeah, absolutely. That'd be great, dude.
And thank you again. And yeah, if you can send over that his manager, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you. As soon as we
And
hang up, I'll shoot you over his manager's Instagram.
you're good to go. I don't need you anymore.
All
But
right. What song you playing?
Sunset Drip,
Sunset Drop. Got it.
love this song.
All right, brother. Thank you.
We can watch sunset drop from the back of the truck, sitting on the edge of town. Just you and me, baby, and them colors in the sky. We can party with nobody around. We can pop us some bottle, baby. You look like a model, and I'm just trying to get close to you. So tell me if you're free around 6 p, girl, and you know I'll be next to you. Cruising in the Chevy, pick you up when you're ready. Got some drinks ice down, loaded up in the Yeti. Putting on makeup in the mist, so I'm holding it steady. About to hit the back roads where the traffic ain't heavy. I'm about to pull off. Dirt roads, ice drinks, let's cool off. Your lips, that kiss, they too soft. Disoriented, I'm too lost, cause it's too hot, baby. Can we chill on a blanket on the stars? Listen, you sing while I'm playing this guitar. Skip downtown, we ain't hanging at a bar. I'd rather be right here with you, laying in my arms. Don't know what you did to have me pouring out my heart, but I know who to call when life gets hard. Know where to go, that's wherever you are. And if you ever need me, baby, I ain't far. We can watch sunset drop from the back of the truck, sitting on the edge of town. Just you and me, baby, and them colors in the sky. We can party with nobody around. We can pop us some bottle, baby, you look like a model, and I'm just trying to get close to you. So tell me if you're free around 6 p, girl, and you know I'll be next to you.
Pull up, skirt, skirt, come on, little mama. Gonna tell your mama you'll be gone till tomorrow. Got a back roads rendezvous, me and you. Moonlight skinny dippers where I'm seeing you. I got a cooler full of care less. Got the stereo bumper with your playlist. You wanna get lost, baby, say less. I wanna get lost in my first kiss, so let's go. Pedal to the metal, got the black smoke rolling. Your girl's all mad cause it's you I'm holding. Haters mean mugging cause the paper I'm folding. Call me pony boy cause you know I stay golden. Woo! So good with the metaphors. Hold on, baby girl, let me get the door. Hop out, kick your boots off, let's run it. Your boy the best has ever done it.
We can watch sunset drop from the back of the truck, sitting on the edge of town. Just you and me, baby, and them colors in the sky. We can party with nobody around. We can pop us some bottle, baby, you look like a model, and I'm just trying to get close to you. So tell me if you're free around 6 p, girl, and you know I'll be next to you.